happens as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow.
Come on, ready?
They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Gun. 11 MT. Shot.
Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Up the middle they go. Streets. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
11. Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. 20. 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Let's get set. Shot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Shot.
They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal
11.
would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dragons are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this Browns defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. On second down, they'll run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
11.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Let's get set.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, Streets. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Gun. Shot.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So
11,
now
11.
it's 3rd and long.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. And he coughed it up.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll drop to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. it's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Streets.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
12, 12, 12. Gun. Cut. Cut.
Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Dragons are able to widen their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's on his way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now back to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Dragons 31, Browns 24.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11, mighty. 11, MT. 11, MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Samuel bringing in the slant. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Second and long.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy.
42 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On two. Here we go, here we go. Hot.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Shot.
Throwing, Burrow.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Shot.
Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
On one, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
11, MT, tape. 11, MT, tape. Shot.
Up the middle they go. Streets. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go. Shot.
Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number.
To throw, Burrow.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Cleveland, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Rio,
they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been founded, yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I want it a million. I want it a million. Yeah, I want it a million. Yeah, I want it a million. Alright now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing.